Now, let's talk about prompts for writing emails using AI. All right, it's very simple. And in this video, we're going to go in depth on it so you see how simple writing these emails are. And we're going to play around with it. Now, after this video, I want you to take out your time, bring out like 1 hour, 2 hours, and test these things out yourself. Now, over here, you can see I've given you some prompts that you can copy and paste. I've given you some. I'm going to share this as a PDF. It's going to be available right below this video, so you can download it, read through it, and use it, right? But now, what we're basically going to do is, if you are aware, I'll just share you this prompt, and that's all you need to do. But since you are still a newbie, you're still a baby, we are going to go through this step by step, okay? So, a very good example of this is for me to enter ChatGPT at first, right? Or we could start with DeepSeek. Doesn't really matter. But ChatGPT is like, it's better than DeepSeek for now, but both of them are going to give you results. So this is DeepSeek, chat.deepseek.com, DeepSeek.com. Go there, put your name, put your email, click on send code, put the code in, create an account. Okay? It's as simple as that. ChatGPT, simple, same thing, chatgpt.com, go over there, create an account. DeepSeek is almost, I think it's 100% free. I've not heard of any limitations yet, but ChatGPT, you have to pay at some point. Or like basic stuff, you can do some basic stuff with the free version, right? Like, and the basic stuff is stuff that's going to help your life. Oh, like it's like everything I'm doing here, you can do it with the free version. It's maybe when you want to go to advanced stuff, that's when you need the paid version like me. All right, cool. Now let's get into it. So we simply go here. One very good example of this is we're going to do a lot of things right now. Let's say we want to write an email for a forex. I want you to understand something actually. So what I'm sharing with you right here are what we call prompts. So if you're having a confusion in your head, like what is this prompt this guy is talking about? Prompts are simply commands that you give to AI for it to give you an output. So you tell it, I want you to create 5 emails for me talking about how to make okpa. Let's just say something ridiculous like that. And AI would write it for you. I am selling a rechargeable fan. I wanted to write a 7-day. I'm selling a rechargeable fan to my customers in Nigeria. I wanted to write me a 7-day email sequence that sells the fan to idle people. The last 2 or 3 emails should use urgency and scarcity. Beautiful stuff. Yeah? So that's how it works. So we have some prompts here for writing email subject lines. And as you can see, the first one here goes, our product or service is, you put your product or service. We are running a special offer. Can you come up with a subject line that's, you put the adjective here and you insert the tone, the playful you want, or whether you want it to be urgent. So now let's take this and use it, right? So we're just going to take one out of each and use it. So we go on ChatGPT. I would also post it on DeepSeek to see what DeepSeek gives us, right? So you can change it from our product to my product. It's not must, you must put our products, or let's just put our product so that it doesn't update its core memory for me. Our product or service is selling is our service. You don't put your product or service. Our service, this is how you use it, by the way. You edit it before you post it here, but just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put it here. Our service is teaching people how to land remote jobs in the USA. In the US, let's put that. Yes. And we are running a special offer. Can you come up with a subject line that gets people to want to take advantage of this special offer? Now, you can explain the special offer. All right. So it doesn't have to just be basic like this. We are running a special offer that, this is how you get the best out of AI, by the way. We are running a special offer to help 5 people land remote jobs in the next 3 months. Whatever the special offer is about, you can just put it there, right? What you're doing is that you're giving AI context to it to write you a better and more tailored email or idea. But let's just do this basic one and you see how it works, right? Our service is teaching people how to land remote jobs in the US, and we are running a special offer. Can you come up with a subject line that makes people want to opt in for this special offer? For this special offer. Then you now put the tone, and the tone should be, right? So the tone should be professional. Sorry about that, pro. And urgent. Right? So this is a very basic blind prompt. When we're creating portfolios, we'll use more detailed prompts. Let's get into it. So it says, our service is teaching people how to land remote jobs, right? So it goes. As you can see right here, we told you the tone to use. Now, it goes professional, and we told you to create subject line ideas for us. So that's from the first part of the email you want to, right? So here are some examples that's given us professional and urgent subject line options. It gave us 10 listed. First one is limited time, secure a US remote job. Your shortcut starts now. You can see, because we told you to want it to be professional and urgent and all to use scarcity. Only a few spots left. Get trained to land remote jobs now. Want a remote job that pays in dollars? This is your chance. Act fast. Special offer to help you land a remote job. Unlock the easiest way to work remotely for US companies. Now, we're going to take this and paste it into DeepSeek too, by the way. So we have two ideas. So we'll go in here and paste it. And then we'll send it to it, right? Now, DeepSeek doesn't really have, let's just be loading first. Let's go back to ChatGPT. I'll wait for DeepSeek to print out. So final hours, learn how to land a high-paying US remote job. Remote work in the US is booming. Here's how you can join in. You can see that these are all good subject lines that have curiosity, they have urgency. Now, if we go back to our lessons and we want to take, let's say, we want to take a shock this thing. You want to take a shock type of subject line, or want to use a benefit-driven subject line on we're already using urgency or curiosity-based subject line. All we simply need to do right now is to come over here and tell you that the tone should drive curiosity and be controversial, right? But we're not doing. Let's just do that. Not even about doing that. What am I doing here if I'm not showing you this thing live, right? So it goes. Our service is teaching people how to learn this thing. Let's repeat it again. You don't have to repeat it. You can simply tell ChatGPT. I'm just teaching you how to use AI, right? Create, suggest subject lines that draw curiosity. Suggest subjects that draw curiosity. That's all you have to do, right? Yeah, curiosity-driven subject lines, right? And then it goes, what Nigerians are using to land remote jobs in the US right now? You've never heard of it. This simple shift is helping people work for US companies from home. You don't need to relocate to earn in dollars. Here's why. Why are so many people, right? Now, he's asking if you want a preview text. So these are all good. I cannot hype this enough. Why so many Nigerians are suddenly getting hired by US companies? The shortcut to dollar paying jobs that nobody is talking about. Cool stuff, right? Good and fine. Now, here's what I'm going to do now. We talked about this thing. So suggest shock-based or controversial subject line. Subject lines. And it goes, why Nigerians are wasting time on Upwork and Fiverr? You don't need to learn coding to earn in dollars. Stop the hype. The unqualified graduate got hired remotely by US company. Remote jobs are being taken while you scroll. Act now, right? So shock and controversial. No CV, no connection, still got the job. Here's how. They told you to learn tech, but this works faster. God, I love how easy things are now. You would not. I love how easy things are now, guys. 3 years ago, we were deep in the trenches. Like you had to work hard. You had to pay your dues to get this type of this thing. And this is why I tell you that even if I started teaching you now earlier, I started teaching you, oh, do this, this is how you come up with ideas for something like the rest. Bro, you would not get this level of just this, and this is like this surface level of these levels of prompts because we not even give it a full detail of what it is that we're doing and what it is that we're selling. We just told it a basic idea, right? You will not get this level of great subject lines. Like you can come up with it, but it take you a whole lot of time, right? Forget dropshipping and crypto. This actually pays in dollars. What if you are just 3 steps away from running a remote job, still hustling for naira? This one move changed everything. These are the subject line example it's given, right? So this is how you do it. Now we're going to go to DeepSeek right now. We're going to come back to this, and do you know what we're going to do? We're going to tag one of these messages. You can do this for your phone, by the way. I'm just using a computer because obviously I'm recording the video so everybody can see. We're going to tag one of these subject lines and tell ChatGPT to write the email based on it. Okay. Now let's go to see what DeepSeek created. Right, it gave me 5. It's kind of lazy, but I'm still new to using DeepSeek because I still have a paid ChatGPT subscription. I don't really use DeepSeek that much, but it's also very good. I've used it on my friend's computer when I was creating a sales page. He uses it often. So what I mean is why does this matter? So when you start using ChatGPT, at the beginning, still learning you as the user or a few things, it's going to give you very great ideas. But if I say, okay, suggest more for me now, it will suggest maybe 5 more. Now, in like a week time or so, if I tell you to suggest something for me, like maybe on default, suggest for me 5 to 10 because it knows I like having lots of variety. It now understands me as the user. That's how this works. Okay. So let's see. So it goes, certainly, yeah, if you compelling subject line option that strike professional yet urgent tone. Last chance, secure your spot for our remote job landing system. Limited offer. Hurry. Exclusive remote job training offer. Closes soon. Final hour. Get our proven remote job blueprint before it's gone. Your ticket to US remote job, limited time access inside. Act fast. Special remote job training discounts expiring soon. All good subject lines. All good subject lines, guys. Don't sleep on this. Now, we're going to go back to ChatGPT because this is what I want you to be using most. However, you can also use DeepSeek most, right? In fact, you use both of them and compare and contrast. Remember, we're only like 10 minutes into this, and we've already created a whole lot of subject lines for what we want to write. Now, here is what we're going to do. I'm going to tag this message. I'm going to tell you to create an email based on this. Write me an email for this subject line, or create an email. Write me an email for this subject line. This is literally less than 1 minute. Here it goes. Subject line: what Nigerians are using to land remote jobs? The same thing, right? It goes, hi, first name. So this is how it appears when you're on the system. Because this first name now, when you send the email, even if it's to 10,000 people, everybody's first name will be there. If my name is Nkechi, it will be like, hi Nkechi. If my name is Pius, it will be like, hi Pius. Whatever it is, that's why that is there, right? So you want to format it to whatever thing you're using to send the email, so you don't make any mistake. But when you say, if you're doing this for clients and you're not the one handling the sending of emails, just send it to them like this, they'll know what to do. It's like, hi, first name, something unexpected is happening. A growing number of Nigerian students, 9 to 5 workers, and even stay-at-home moms are quietly landing remote jobs with US companies without relocating or spending years in school. And no, it is not through Upwork, Fiverr, or expensive tech degrees. They are using a new system designed to help everyday people get dollar-paying jobs online. Roles in customer support, virtual assistants, writing, and more. We've pulled it all into one easy to follow training, and it's now available for a limited time at a special offer. Here is the link to get access. You'll discover how to position yourself even if you have no experience, where the companies are actually hiring from, and why Nigeria is in demand. How to apply how to apply the tools that 10x your chances of getting hired. The sooner you start, the sooner you get paid in dollars weekly. No hype, just a proven system that's already working. Talk soon. You put your name, you put the distance, right, and you're good to go. Then you put he puts other CTA suggestions, which is call to action, by the way. Click here to grab the remote starter kits. That's something you can also put here before you do it, right? So where it says insert your CTA link. Now it's asking me if I want something else. Would you like a version tailored for WhatsApp broadcast or SMS follow up? So, like, after this training, you should not be short on ideas of how to make money with this. Even if you say, "Oh, I don't want to do email marketing or the rest." All right. So now let's go to DeepSeek. Okay. Should we use cloud? I've not my card has not processed for cloud, so I don't want to use them until I've paid. But we can use cloud. So I'll go to Cloud AI pretty soon. So these are three main platforms you can use for writing. So it's like last chance, secure your distance, right? So okay, so before I tell, I don't like I don't like a scarcity based subject line. So let's just choose. Let's just go through this, right? Let's use the curiosity. Let me tell you to suggest subject lines that draw curiosity. Sorry about that. So let's go about it. So we'll go to DeepSeek. We tell it suggest subject line that draw curiosity. And then we send it in. So it has to process it for a while. It's a little bit slower than ChatGPT, but it's still very good. Oh, this is taking time, man. This is taking time, and this is eating into your video, so you can fast forward it. Right? In fact, we're going to resume once it has there. So it has started suggesting subject lines for me. So it goes, the actual mistake keeping you from landing a remote job. Fix it now. How this one strategy landed me 500 plus, a $500 plus remote jobs last month, right? The secret shortcut to US remote work, most don't know. What top remote workers do differently? Hint, it's not resumes, right? The hidden job markets most remote seekers miss. Access yours. Okay. So these are good stuff. So now let's just pick one and tell you to write me an email based off it. So let's see which one do we like. Let's use number 5. So we're going to use number 5. I'm going to tell you to write us an email based off it. So I simply told it, write me an email based off number 5. And here's what DeepSeek came up with. Subject line, what top remote workers do differently? Hint, it's not the resumes, which is the number 5. And it goes, header, the real secret isn't what's on your resume. Most people think landing a US remote job is about having perfect resumes or the right connections. But here's the truth. The highest paid remote, you can see that this is already a hook. The header is already a hook, right? But here's the truth. The highest paid remote workers use completely different approach. One that bypass the crowded job boards and get them to notice a hiring manager fast. And right now, we're giving exclusive access to the exact system that they use for a limited time. Here's how it works. The silent hiring strategy. How companies are failing remote roles without posting publicly. The 3-step pitch, what to say and where to say this to get interviews and land jobs competing against over 1,000 plus applicants. The remote work green flags, blah, 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 and the rest of that. This is really good. And this one is 100% free. Right? Now, I would say it's not as good as ChatGPT, but it's like, give or take, it's like 70, 80% there. And that's good enough. I promise you, it's good enough. Another reason why it seems that ChatGPT is doing more than this is because I use ChatGPT almost every single day. Right? So even though I gave them the same prompts, ChatGPT has my previous work I've used it for. So it knows the kind of things I like and the rest of that. So it knows some things. This is just a complete newbie. I rarely ever use it. All right. So it's not as updated as ChatGPT. That's on that thing you want to focus on. So we just use remote jobs for this example. And funny how we're talking about from one prompt, we're able to draw into all of this. Right. So we're talking about, we just copied this one prompt about subject lines. So you can come over here and then you can use the other subject lines. Because if I say we should go through all of them today, we'll spend about 4 hours here. And no, I don't want you to waste time in implementing this. So now the next thing we're going to go through is to write maybe a sales email. And it's still the same method that we use. So you talk about your company and what it is you want to write about, what you want to write an email about. So for example, if you take this thing with this first prompt, you can be like, our freelancing business, let's not use that. Our health and fitness business is designed to help people lose weight in 3 weeks, which we know is a major challenge for many of our customers in the 9 to 5 working industry or something like that, right? Write a sales email that highlights the key features and benefits of losing weight, such as you can give it some examples if you want to. It's not a must, you must do that, right? And you inside the benefits and explain how it can help our customers overcome their challenges. That's a very simple way to do it. And let me also tell you something. So these prompts I gave you, which are these commands you give to AI, they give you an idea of how to write these commands you give to them. But it's not a must you can use it. On your own, you can use your own imagination to write this, right? So you can be like, let's say you are working for someone who is selling mugs, yes, let's say someone who is selling mugs. So mugs, MUGS, that's cup you used to drink tea basically, right? In the foreign markets. You can be like, our business creates unique mugs for gifts during Easter period. Write a 5-day email sequence showing how these mugs can be the best gifts to give to their loved ones during this period. The tone should be playful, catchy, witty, and also slightly salesy. And you send it to ChatGPT or DeepSeek, and it will create for you that 5-day, it will write for you that 5-day email sequence. Okay? So let's go to let's go to, I'm thinking of which practical we're going to take next. So should we take writing email newsletters? I think I already explained what newsletters are, right? So any type of email at all you want to write, you can do it. All right. Anything you can think of, you can do it. So let's even just play around, please. So let's say for newsletter now, the one I told you, newsletters as ones that don't really sell. You just send them maybe like once or twice a week to keep up with the people who are receiving emails from you or the business. So now what you're going to do here is you can also use ChatGPT to write it. You can be like, please create a newsletter email that features our new products, promotions, and events. Kindly ask me questions about my products and news before writing this thing, and blah, blah, and you go and you create it, okay? So let's create a sales email. Now I'm thinking of a perfect example we can use here. So let's use this example. So we're going to go to a new chat so that it's not interfering with this one. I'm going to go to a new chat and I'm going to type in something right at the top of my head. I need, okay, whatever you want to use. I need a 5-day email sequence written for my business. We help people lose weight fast and build muscle. Let's use that example, right? our target audience is men and women above 30 years that work a 9 to 5. I want you to highlight the benefits of losing weight and building muscle in their everyday, I think I've written that bad, everyday lives. Then you tell it the tone you want. I want the tone to be motivational and inspiring. I don't think I spelled inspiring well, but you get it because it's basically sentient, right? So now I was not looking for it to save this saved memory. So I'll go and delete this later because it's like maybe it's not thinking that, oh, this person is also a fitness trainer. So it might be affecting my future outputs, but it doesn't really matter actually. So here it goes, and here's what it created for me. So day one email, this is the moment you take control. Now I can just say, so if I don't like this thing, if I don't like any of the subject line it suggests for me, I can simply tag it and tell you to change it, right? So here's the subject line created. You are not stuck. You are just one decision away from a new body. Then you go to the body of the email. Oh, hey, first name, right? Let's be honest. Working a 9 to 5 drains you. By the time you get home, the last thing on your mind is a workout. But here's the truth: you don't need more time. You need a system that works with your life, not against it. That's what we help you do. Burn fat without hours of cardio, build lean muscle and boost your metabolism, regain the energy you thought was long gone. This isn't about a beach body. It's about waking up with confidence, moving without pain, and feeling strong again. Tomorrow, I'll show you exactly how muscle changes your life, even at your desk. Let's get to work. Stuff, right? Then it gives you an example of what you should end the email with: your name or the client's name, whatever it is you want to put in there. It goes, day two: your muscles are more than just for show, right? And that's the title. The subject line goes, build muscles, boost energy, and outwork your younger self. Goes again, what if I told you getting muscle in your 30s and beyond is one of the smartest health moves you can make? Here's what building lean muscle really does: helps you burn fat even while you sleep, increase your energy, no more 3 p.m. crashes, improves mental sharpness and productivity at work, strengthens bones and joints at aging. You don't get to live for hours, blah 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 blah. Blah. Basically, you can see how good this is. So forgive me for using blah blah blah, but I'm trying to make this video not too long, right? So you can see how detailed this is. I just gave it this simple prompt here. I need a 5-day email sequence written for my business. We help people lose weight fast and build muscle. Our target audience. I'm just going to copy this and paste in this PDF. I'm also going to share for you. Let me copy it and paste so that you have it, so you can also use it in the future if you want to. Right? You just change. You just know what to do. You just simply go there and change whatever it is you want to write these emails for. So you want to write an email for nutrition. Now you can go, I need a 5-day email sequence written for my cooking business. We help people arrange food, or we help deliver food to 9 to 5 workers who cannot order out or who want to get healthy meals even when eating out. Our target audience is 9 to 5 workers, right? Age 20 and above, right? And I want you to highlight the benefits of ordering food or ordering healthy meals in your everyday life. And I want the tone to be playful and engaging. As simple as that. That's how you change it. All right? That's simply how you use this. So we go back into ChatGPT, and you can see basically what it created for us. Now we can take the same thing again, and we go to DeepSeek and we create a new one. So we start a new chat. Let's start a new chat with DeepSeek. We paste that, and obviously DeepSeek will take a lot longer time. But what's my point here now? What's my point of showing you all of this? Because I'm just showing you how to use prompts. It's as simple as this. Anybody can do it. Even your 10-year-old or any 10-year-old you know can easily do this, right? I've shown you how to do this. We've written a 5-day email sequence. Now, if I have an email list that I want to build, I want to sell this weight loss program to now, I just simply come here, copy these emails, go to that email sending to, paste it, say send this on Tuesday, send this on Wednesday, send this on Thursday, send this on Friday, and it starts going out automatically once it's at that time that you've set it for, and you start making money. People who are interested to buy, and in the this thing, if it's for the clients prospects or customers would buy, or whatever it is you want to do, whatever the end result is that you want. Maybe you want people to watch a video or whatever it is, it's just start working like that. So this is how you can do this. Every single prompt I've shared with you here is just exactly how you want to do. You just want to copy and paste it, okay? And I want you to think around it. Like there's nothing you're thinking about right now that might be a problem for you, that you want to ask me that AI is not going to answer for you. So you might be thinking, but Walter, how do I get ideas for what email to write? You don't need that. You don't need to stress yourself. Go to ChatGPT or DeepSeek and say, I want to write an email for whatever it is you want to do. I want to write an email for my leather shoe business. I need ideas of what to write. It will suggest ideas for you to suggest title, subject line, body, and the kind of tones you want. Okay, these are easy ways. Like I said, this is something that for somebody to write this as a beginner before, let's say you have been learning for like a week, it's going to be very, very hard. It's not like it's going to be very, very hard. It's very possible, but it's not for everybody, right? Because some people are slow learners, so they'll be feeling left behind. But now we're in the world where whether you're a slow learner, you're a fast learner, you can actually use this to make a whole lot of progress. All right. So you simply just copy this and paste it, and you're good to go. Now, as we go further in other classes, I'm going to give you some examples of other ways to use AI, because we're going to be using AI to do a lot of practicals here, including creating the lead magnets, creating the landing page, and the rest of that. I'm also going to show you that this is very good, but you can even tell AI, you can even make it more tailored to yourself. So you can tell AI that, oh, I want to create this email for this particular business. But before you create these emails, I want you to ask me a question. It tells you to ask you that question one by one. So to ask you at least 5 to 10 or 10 questions, and then to create that email. You see that email will be way more tailored. You think this is good? It's going to be way more better and unique, as if it's like specifically for them. It doesn't even sound like this and for that particular business. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. So with all that talk, let's look at what DeepSeek has churned out. Okay, so it goes. This sounds bad. So let's see. So it goes. Here's the 5-day email sequence designed to motivate and inspire your target audience. Day 1, tired of feeling sluggish? Let's change that. Very good. I am subject line. Hey, F name. Long hours at work, endless meetings, commute fatigue. By the time you get home, the last thing you want is a workout. We get it, right? And you can see that this is God. I love AI, man. I love AI. This is so easy, right? It goes. You are not stuck. You just know understand, right? So you see that it's kind of following like the same line of thoughts. It's amplifying the problem, like I taught you earlier in the previous module. It's amplifying the problem, so I don't know. Oh, this is the problem. I need to solve it, and then it's going to provide the solution. It's a very simple format. Okay. This thing, long hours at work, endless meetings, committees. So just telling you the problems that are making you not have time to work out. But what if you could boost energy levels so you're not dragging through the afternoon slump, feel stronger, carrying groceries, playing with your kids, or just moving through life, sleep better, and wake up refreshed instead of groggy? This is not about it's a you know if you're writing it for Nigerians, I know Nigerians already know what groggy means, so you can change it. Just put tired. Right? Change the word. That's your job to do. Right? It's not about spending hours in the gym, it's about working smarter, not harder. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll show you if you just a 15 minutes a day way you can kickstart your transformation. Your future fit self is waiting. I would give this one to DeepSeek. DeepSeek did this. This is more tailored than what ChatGPT did, but this is still very good. See, I want you to be excited. Okay, so you can see all of this right now. You can see all of this right now, and you can see how it works. It's your invitation to become stronger, to a stronger and leaner future. You can see email, day 4 email. Eat like this to lose weight without losing muscle. You can see day 3 email. Why dieting alone is costing you results? And obviously, we can just tell it, oh, suggest for us new this thing and the rest of that, and to suggest for us. All right, a different subject line. If you don't like that subject line, in fact, if you want to be very good at this, anything, don't just take everything that's this thing. You can always tell you to suggest 10 more subject lines for everything that they generate for you, every image they suggest for they generate for you. And then you can see that they can even get way better subject lines than the initial outputs. All right. So that's it for writing emails with prompts. I'm going to share you this PDF, but not only that, I want you to take an assignment right now. I want you to write at least 5 emails, not like just 5 emails, because this is something you can do in 10 minutes. I want you to take prompts from each section of this, right? I want you to write an email sequence. So an email sequence can be up to 10 email sequence for 10-day, a 10-day email sequence, right? I want you to write a newsletter email. I want you to write a sales email. I want you to write a post-webinar email. Just play around with this so you get familiar with it, okay? So that's it for this video. As we go further, we're entering into the more practical sessions, and we'll go through a whole lot more things, building your portfolio and the rest of that. Well, I hope this has been very beneficial for you, and I will see you in the next module.